so you're looking to add some beneficial microbes to your soil system, and you want to do it via compost tea. Well, I can help you with that, and so today we're going to make some sweet, sweet bubbly.
This calls for a little of the bubbly. Bubbly.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this thing. So first and foremost, we're going to get into our ingredients list because, well, you need items to do things.
That is correct.
Okay, so we're going to need some molasses, we're going to need a 5-gallon bucket, some compost or worm castings, a 5-gallon paint strainer or some pantyhose, whatever you got on hand, some air stones, some tubing, and 2 air pumps, because we're going to do this exactly like how I do it, so you can get the same results. And you can find all this stuff online, so I'll just put links in the description box. You know, we'll be on the same page. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so you got your ingredients together. Let's get to the fun part. Brewing the compost tea. So first and foremost, we're going to want to aerate the water for 24 hours. So fill your bucket halfway up, 2.5 gallons of water, and then we're simply going to aerate it for 24 hours. Alright guys, so the reason we aerate for 24 hours or bubble the water for 24 hours is because we want to remove chlorine. If there's any chlorine present in this 5-gallon bucket, it's going to go ahead and kill off all the microbes we're trying to produce. And that's a big no-no. Alright, here we are. It's been 24 hours and we're ready to start the brew. So first and foremost, you're going to add your 2.5 tablespoons of molasses. And like I said earlier, you can get all this stuff on Amazon, so just search liquid unsulfured, make sure it's unsulfured, molasses, and that's what you're going to be using. After you add your molasses, you're going to go ahead and get a scoop of your worm castings or compost, whichever you chose, and you're going to add that to your 5-gallon paint strainer or your pantyhose. And you're going to want your compost sort of floating in the dead center of the 5-gallon bucket, not sitting on the bottom, not floating above the water, but completely soaked, dead center of the bucket. So what you're going to do is you're going to tie your paint strainer or your pantyhose, whatever you used, to like a hanger. Like a coat hanger is what I usually use, just a plastic one that you can dispose or you don't need. And you're going to tie it to the center of that so that it floats in the middle. And then you're going to brew for 24 hours. You can brew for 18 hours if it's a really warm day or a hot room or something similar, and that's because microbes eat and reproduce faster in a warmer environment. Alright, and you brewed your compost tea, so you can either use it as is, a pure compost tea, or you can go up to a 1-to-10 ratio. 1 being the compost tea and 10 being the water, so you can extend it out a little bit. If this helped you out at all, maybe share it with a friend who likes compost tea or needs to brew it, or just comment below. Hey, maybe even hit a like. Thanks guys, enjoy your night.